Here's Herbert. And this one's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got Smith here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now an audible here into something else. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete.
Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
Smith, the man in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
5-9.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Herbert now. Flushed out right. And it's complete to Mitchell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Deion Henry.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
On the option right, Herbert.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them on the
So golden field position there in squander as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Juwan Johnson, 64 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a play fake here on first down. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That'll be caught by Bobo. He'll be stopped at the 35, but now the 40 picks up 7 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, here's Williams. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And quickly they get to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Williams again.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Javonte Williams
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. They'll try and throw for it. And that's caught at the 2. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They run over center with Mitchell. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
That's the score. Chargers 30, Seahawks 27. Jason Myers to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Herbert's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nico Collins, touchdown Chargers. Nico Collins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose again.
And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme and get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete. It's Collins. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, go lion. 5-9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
2nd down and 6 now.
Ray.
Quick throw to Collins.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak.
And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Just another day in the office. We are in it to win it.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop them on 4th down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So